I am Tyree Taylor. I'm sitting here with Coach Crichlow. He is the women's basketball coach. He has won the Coach of the Year again for the third time. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's for the all sport. This is the all sport coach of the year. So on the women's side, all the sports, they voted me as coach of the year. Yes.
That is awesome. So you won the award in 2013 and 2016. And how does it feel after winning it like those years? After all that time coming back and winning it again, how does that feel?
You know, it's always a humbling deal and an honor that your peers vote you as the coach of the year. I give all credit to my players. To my players and my coaches. Without them doing the work on and off the court, and without my coaches doing their jobs, I just micromanage. But the rest of it is all them.
And I'm really glad that you're bringing other people into the conversation, because the next question actually doesn't lead into the coaches, but it leads more into the players. And I saw that you have coached two-time, this is a mouthful, CCCWBCA SoCal Player of the Year and State Tournament MVP, Deja Mitchell. Is that correct? And how is that experience being able to coach such a high talent? How is that?
With Deja, high basketball IQ, team leader, being able to coach her every day was a joy. She came and she was the hardest working player in the gym every day. She was just fun to coach. She took care of our locker room. That was a part of our big success last year, her leadership. When you have a player of her stature that's also willing to lead, it helps eliminate some of the things you have to do. When your locker room is covered by the players, all you have to do is coach, and she made my job so much easier.
And that's cool. It sounded like she was very, team player, even though she had the skills really, really high. She never thought of herself as like bigger than the team or nothing like that. She was like, these are my dogs. These are who I'm going into battle with.
Tremendous young lady. She came in, she was team first. Everything else she got. She knew that she couldn't get what she was going to get, or the accolades that she accomplished. She couldn't get those without her teammates. So she wanted to make sure that her teammates and her were on the same page always, for the benefit of the program, the benefit of each other. And then what came after that, she was very, very, very grateful and gracious from her teammates, helping her get those accolades.
And you've won 12 SEC North Division titles, and this is and 5 state championships. How are you able to succeed at such a high level and maintain that success level?
It's just working. I think the program speaks for itself. The reputation of the program draws student athletes here. And the fact that we win, that also helps. But this was established. I've been going on 26 years now. This was established with my old boss, Lord Beeman, and we've just kept the ship sailing. But I think, it's a true testament to what we've done here for years. You know what I mean? Just getting kids scholarships, kids graduating, winning championships. And I think in this culture, kids need that in their lives now. You need to see some success. As we're growing older, I was their age at one particular time, and the more success I saw, the harder I worked. So I think it all plays its hand in everything.
And success is a strong mentor.
Oh yeah.
I remember I originally came to this school for the soccer program. Mm-hmm. I was a soccer player, and the winning culture around the school was the main reason why I came. Yeah. I live in Ontario. I could go to Chaffey High School, but I was like, nah, I think Mount SAC is better. They have more of a winning culture. I want to be there, so that's what brought me here. So you're saying that makes a lot of sense.
And look at you. You know what I mean? Look at you. You came to something that provided a winning atmosphere. And now you're here, editor, covering all the sports, and making this do what it does, right? You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Maybe we'll see you on the TV screen in a little bit,
Hopefully.
Yeah.
And I also saw that you're a kinesiology professor. You
Yes.
also teach a class of basketball,
Hmm.
which is very cool.
Yeah.
Do you think that influences your coaching or like kind of blends into your coaching by any chance or anything like that?
Being in the classroom, you're always teaching. I mean, whether you're in the classroom or on the court, you're teaching first. Regardless to the title, coach is a teacher of whatever sport. And then being in the classroom teaching, they go hand in hand. You're just trying to make a student the best student they can be, or trying to make the athlete the best athlete they can be, and giving them all the tools needed to be successful in life.
Right. So it's like whether they're calling you professor or they're calling you coach, you're doing the same job and
Doing
you're
the
trying
same
to get
job.
everyone to the next
Oh
level.
yeah, most definitely,
That's
most definitely.
awesome. And is there anything else that I may have didn't ask you or touched up on that you may want to talk about your journey with getting this award or anything like that?
Like I say, all praises to God first. He put me in a situation to be able to touch the lives of these young athletes and be successful. Um, and then just to, shout out to my players. This award, I couldn't have gotten it by myself. They had to do the work on the court. They had to represent for the program and our institution. And, they've had to buy into whatever I'm selling or teaching, right? So, and that's what makes it all special. Whatever I, believe is what we should be doing. They follow it, and they were able to, max out and get a state championship.
Well, thank you, Coach Crichlow, for your time.
Thank you.